Great awakening, light lords, and grand rising to those who have not yet awoken. To know that the ego, the spirit, and the soul are really one. And today, I'm going to be talking about how they are and why people should just embrace the oneness of life and stop trying to differentiate things so much. And you know, you shouldn't stop trying to differentiate things so much, but you should see the unity in things. See the unity in things, okay? There's a reason people have different perspectives of the body and different perspectives of how this reality works. Okay. Now, the ego. Lots of people say that the ego is separated from the spirit, and the spirit is separated from the soul. Okay. And a lot of people get the spirit and the soul confused, and I'm going to break it all down right now. Okay. So, ego is just personality. Okay. Ego is just an individualized consciousness. Individualized consciousness. Okay. Like this tree right here that I'm standing under, it has its own ego. It has its own style of how it's working. Okay. Of how it expresses itself in this reality. Okay. Just like how I'm expressing myself right now. Basically, I'm just using my ego. I'm using my energy, the way I express myself, my attitude, and that came from my repeated. It came from my repeated avenues of going through different situations and different types of habits and manners and expressions. Just expressions, okay? Ego is just expression. It's just individual expression, okay? Now, spirit is energy. Okay, you can look up. It's spirit. Spirit's origin. I mean, the word spirit is just its origins come from all over. Many different cultures and backgrounds. But you can go look all that information up yourself. I've delved into it deeply. But basically, when it comes down to it, spirit itself, the word spirit, chi, prana, ki, chakras, all of that is just energy. It just means energy, which means any form of substance. Okay, any substance that can be created in reality, that can actually be expressed and can actually be used for something. Okay, now the soul. Okay, if you look up the word soul, and it's spelled SOUL. Now, when I talk to people about the soul, you know, I tell them there's a you in there now for a reason, because it's talking about you. It's talking about you because you're the one with the soul, okay? You're the soul, okay? Soul is everywhere, and then once you break it down, it actually comes from SOL, the SOL, which soul, which actually means the sun, okay? This knowledge is so simple, okay? You come from the sun, you come from light, okay? So everything has a reason, and everything, has a purpose in this reality. So the light, your subconscious mind is infinite darkness, okay? And this is self-evident by just closing your eyes and not doing anything, and not, being very silent, okay? Then once you open your eyes, which is the conscious mind, experience what's actually in the darkness, okay? That's the light. So this whole reality is based off experience, okay? It's based off creating an experience. And where people get these three differentiations of bodies, differentiations of bodies, is from what the soul actually comes from, where the sun comes from. Soul is sun, so you're actually a projection of the sun. Your ego is a projection of the sun through spirit. That's why these three differentiations of bodies come into play. Okay, your soul, okay, is the sun, and then through the energy of the sun, which energy means spirit, your projection of this reality is created in the individual parts of their life spectrum, become into concentrated forms, which create egos. Okay, and you have lower and higher egos of oneself. Okay, so you have the soul, which is the sun, and you have spirit, which is the energy of the sun. Okay, then you have the ego, which is also energy of the sun, but it's an individual, but it's a more concentrated form. So it's just personality. Okay, now it's all one because it's all just the mind. It's all up in your mind. Okay, you have a conscious and you have a subconscious mind. Okay, the subconscious mind, it takes data, it takes whatever data is input into it, and then it projects it out into an experience, and then the actual experience, the actual mind that's experiencing is the conscious mind. Okay, so the subconscious mind takes data and concentrates the data so that you can have a conscious experience. Okay, so this is how it all works. I'm just breaking it down a little simple right now. um, and that's all I really wanted to talk about. Um, Share my videos. Go research, go do all this research yourself. You don't have to believe me. It's all very simple to me when you connect back to nature, get under some trees, get some sunlight, eat some of the right foods, and just do your best being a good human being, and you'll attract people into your life that are doing the same thing you're doing. So yeah, the ego, spirit, and the soul are all one body, and you are just that. You are just experiencing that and creating the experience by actually putting in data, whether conscious or unconscious of it, while you're experiencing. Okay, so yeah, take in that information and share the video. Share if you care. Share if you love yourself, because I love myself. And let's do this thing. Let's increase consciousness and humanity, the collective consciousness. All right, I'm out. Peace.